Hey everybody, this is Raz, and if you see the red dawn with the quotes up top, it's that time again. So let's get started. I was gonna go with personalities today, but you know what? I have to hit this. Okay, a lot of people online always putting up the the best mothers of America's spiel, or mothers of the world spiel, or parents of the world. Okay, today I'm going to talk to you about, I'm going to fucking rant, and very much so, about violence, parenting, and the nature of today's youth. Alright, before we get started, ground rules. If you don't like cursing, fuck off. If you are very religious, the words goddamn will be used gratuitously. So I suggest you probably steal thyself or leave. If you don't like my opinions as is, I suggest you leave, because I'm going to really be hurting some people on this one. If you are a parent or anything else who is recommended here, you stick around, because guess what? I'm coming for you. So let's get started. First things first, violence. Origins of violence. Mankind was created. A few weeks later, we have violence. Enough said. Violence has been around ever since the dawn of man, really. After the whole biblical spiel that Adam and Eve ate from the freaking tree with the serpent, we got that part. Then we got some violence coming through. People killing people. Lovely. It didn't stop there. We got wars going on since ancient times over religious, over territory, over greed, just people just fighting just to be fighting. Shit. You've seen some of those wars too. So violence is not a new thing. Kids have also been exposed to violence. Back in the day, if you was 12 years old, your ass was a man. You was from Egypt, your ass was a man. And guess what? Your ass was put there. If you was an Egyptian, your ass was serving in the Pharaoh's royal army. Guaranteed your life was forfeited. Now it's a little bit different. Now you have to be at least the age of 18 and volunteer. We don't have a draft in effect, but there was a draft. World War II, love that shit. There was a draft again. Vietnam, great shit there too. But this was a big problem for me. I had to think about this. Parents always say video games and television are bad influences. I'm thinking to myself, why are you hitting just that? Do you send them to the movies? If your answer is yes, you're a hypocrite. Violent movies are on the big screen all the damn time. Do you give your kid books? Do you give them the opportunity to read? If you do, you are a fucking hypocrite, because half the books in the world have some form of violence or sexual violence in there. Yes, I've added sexual violence because when a woman loses her virginity, they bleed blood. Therefore, there is sexual violence there. Rape, sexual violence. Sodomy, sexual violence. No, abuse is only if you keep doing it. Violence happens when it happens the first time, and it can happen again. Very simple. Very fucking simple. Okay, does your kid go to school? Okay, now you're a hypocrite. Now there's fights in school. And trust me, you'll get plenty of those. You catch a guy, you send him to the store, they're in the ghetto. Man, you're a fucking hypocrite, definitely. You're seeing people getting killed and shot in drive-bys all the fucking time. Yes, there will be quite a bit of references here today. Okay? Now, I'm going to hit up on the parenting right now, because this shit sucked. Okay? Some of these parents are like, oh, I never beat my children. They're always obeying me. Oh, fuck that. Guess what? The parents who don't discipline their child because they think their child, that's a facade. Come on now. Unless your children was raised under the freaking church, under the house of the Lord. And I'm a spiritualist and I'm quoting certain these lines from the Lord. Guess what? You are lying to yourself. When I was growing up, definitely when I was younger, I took an ass whooping. Quite a bit of ass whoopings. You did something stupid, you was always with the looming threat that if you end up in trouble and your mother found out, you had an ass whooping. If your mother found out later and you didn't let her know, you caught a worse ass whooping. Very simple. And usually by a switch, a belt, And if you don't get one of them, you got the wooden spoon. And on occasion, if they really was feeling feisty, they found the extension cord and shit. That shit hurt. And if they really wanted to whoop your ass, they wait until you have to get out the bath or just out the shower. They're in a good mood. And they wah, wah, wah. Because you know you did something fucked up, or they just realized you did something fucked up. If they beat you for no reason and they didn't give you a reason, now that's bad. But if they did something wrong, that's a lesson teacher right there. Pain definitely teaches you a motherfucking lesson. Very simple. Very simple. And then you got punished for about 2 or 3 days. You couldn't go outside. So not only did you get an ass whooping, now you got punished to boot. So now you have time to take on the fucking pain that you got. And don't try to shorten your sentence. You got another ass whooping just to try to convince them. Your persuasion skill does not work on your parents back in the day. You couldn't persuade them and level yourself up and try to talk them out of everything. I've tried hard, and I lost. Sorry, the Skyrim rules do not work back in the 1980s and early 90s, because that shit didn't work. Oh, and let's not talk about CPS. Oh no, my mom pulled a very good number on CPS. She did this. You call CPS, that's fine. I'll go to jail. I'm gonna beat y'all. I'm gonna make it worth them taking my ass to jail. I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. Now my mind was like, oh, wait a minute, back up. So one girl basically was gonna call CPS on her mother because she freaking doesn't like taking an ass whooping. But me, I call CPS. My mom's gonna beat me even worse. For 40, and usually CPS said he took anywhere from 45 minutes to 2 hours. So for that, my mother had the stamina of an Amazon. She could keep an ass whooping going for 45 minutes. Give her some damn freaking soda, or freaking give her a Gatorade. It was good to go. Seriously, that was the worst quote you would ever say back in the 80s. Because they were not afraid of the cops. The cops couldn't do shit because guess what? You was in trouble. You freaking went to a false home and you still got your ass whooped. Think about that. That's just stupid. But now we're in a society where beating your children is wrong. You can pat them on the butt. Oh, that's what I think about patting them on the butt. Give them a fucking wooden spoon at the age of 4. Make them understand. Then freaking progress to belts and switches. Oh, let's not talk about the switches. I've got bruises still from them switches. Whew. Hands are the most important things, and it also hurts just as bad as your ass. So come on now, bring out your own personal switch. It'll only be one of them big ones that breaks. Oh no, it breaks. They go back to you stay there. And they found one of them flimsy ones that just don't ever break. And you caught it there too. Until you cried more than enough tears that they now say that now you know you thought you learned your lesson. Me, I was able to take some pain. Back when I was 11 years old, yeah, I took pain like a champ. So they extended my ass whoopings from 1.5 minutes to about 4 minutes, and that shit hurt. I could only last so long. I could only yell and hoop and holler for so long until genuine tears come out from actual pain. Come on now. So you not disciplining your child is not it is not the fault of the child. The child is going to be able to commit crimes and freaking get away with murder if you are not catching them. So if you're afraid of CPS, here's some alternate ways so you don't have to beat your children. Apparently, because beating your child is wrong. 1, take away the best thing they want. Oh, trust me. You take a teenager's cell phone, it's over for them. They have lost one of the major ways to communicate on the outside world. Oh, take their internet, take away their freaking laptop too, and the TV? Finished! Oh, and while we're at it, let's just take away the privilege to go to the outside world. Finished! There you go. Now she's forced to either study, sleep, or freaking up to your will. I'm like, hi, okay, good. You're going to be without them for 2 weeks. You work for me now. Clean up your room, clean the dishes, make her fucking Cinderella. It has happened to me, and I've had to do it at 3-month intervals at times. Trust me, that shit is not cool. That shit is not cool. Alright? Second thing you can do, if you really insisted on bringing them pain, do what the drill sergeants used to do. Have them in the front leading rest for 15 minutes at a time. Or better yet, find one of them obscure positions, like the electric chair. Woo! Having them stand in an imaginary chair for 15 minutes while you watch playing on your PSP or reading a book or watching ESPN while still in the sight of the child makes them really realize that they can't do shit without your watchful eye. Seriously, now they're stuck. Now they're feeling pain. Their muscles are cramping up. Now they really feeling the punishment. You really want to get down and dirty? Do what the Japanese teachers used to do, or still do now. Freaking fill up a few buckets full of water, have them hold it for 20 minutes. Holy shit! Guaranteed they will not be able to do anything but lay the fuck down and recollect on why their arms are fucking sore. Seriously, that shit really gets down to business. That's real greasy. Oh, that's beautiful. Whew, that felt good. But we're not done yet. Oh, we are not done yet. I'm going to go after the parents who try to freaking pin video games, violent video games, on the map for their children's behavior. Okay. You let them watch TV, you're a fucking hypocrite. I've already mentioned that before. You let them read books. I've already mentioned that before. You let them go outside. I've mentioned that before. Don't try to pin video games here. Hell, we even get one step further. You don't condone them playing Mortal Kombat because they have decapitations. It has sex appeal. But you let them play fucking Skyrim where they're pretty much just as naked. There is just as many, if not more, decapitations. You got actual sacrificing in that game. You play World of Warcraft. There's people fucking raping. There are people actually doing makeshift fucking in World of Warcraft. And you were worried about freaking somebody being all beat the hell up, having some flesh and eyes just falling out of their face because they got their asses whooped. You are a fucking hypocrite too. Seriously. Video games were violent well before. You're probably going to argue, oh, well, Mario's not violent. Get the fuck out of here. Mario is one of the key. Well, if you want to really get down to some practical issues, Mario was an Italian plumber. Okay, an Italian plumber. Back in the day, if you was an Italian, if you were a plumber, now going into the stereotypes, which is also wrong, you was considered freaking a henchman for the mob. Back in the day, it's not like that anymore. And it's not the 1920s when the mafia was really good about shit like that. But you're an Italian plumber shooting fire from out your hands. You asking for arson right there. Think about it. Running up to a person's castle, trying to steal back your girlfriend. There's kidnapping involved. Oh, what about Pac-Man? Oh, Pac-Man? Oh, you're basically eating power pellets. Okay, there's obesity right there. Oh, now we're hitting moral values. My bad. And you're eating ghosts. Now you have cannibalism. Is there any more I could say on that? Oh, what about Sonic? Sonic freaking led right there. You freaking got yourself the first primitive way of drive-bys. And you also got man versus machine. Basically, vandalism right there. Come on now. You're not freaking thinking correctly. Oh, what about freaking, what about some of these other games like freaking football? Football has its own set of violence. Come on, you tackle somebody, you use excessive amounts of force. You want them to drop the ball. Hockey's another violent sport because people actually get paid to kick other motherfuckers' asses. Yeah, real fighting is what's up. But freaking let them check the wrong way, that's the ass. But yeah, but checking's a little bit harder. You freaking you don't like the fucking goalie. You drop your stick and beat the goalie's ass. And guess what? Okay, you got called for fighting. Fuck it. What about you in the bench for you're in the box for 5 minutes. For 5 minutes? Yes. Good. Now give me time to freaking relax my hands. And now your goalie's going? Oh yeah. Open it! Or even their best player who happens to be a freaking forward or a wingman. Okay, now I've intentionally fought you, so for 5 minutes your ass is in the box. That means my team can score. I'm not the best player. My best player right now is that freaking that left wingman who's about to do you greasy. Seriously. Baseball's freaking there. I'm freaking... That's gang fighting right there if you really want to think about it. Let someone talk the wrong way. You got the benches, you got the dugout getting clear. You got clear dugouts. And everybody trying to break up the fight. Hell, even starting their own fights. Basketball, not so much. So I can honestly say that might end up being a gentleman's sport for occasion. What about soccer? Oh yes, let's not forget about the kick heard around the world. Almost everyone on YouTube has the kick of Sparta now. Come on, Spain. It's bad when that one kick end up making freaking YouTube hot. And you saying soccer's not violent? No, you clipping people at the legs. You getting the ball. That is as violent as you can get. Think about it. You're now kicking people in the chest, taking their legs out. Of course, you get a yellow and a red card for it. But shit, freaking that comes with the territory. Rugby, that's another freaking dangerous sport. Freaking lots of violence there too. So don't be pinning it on video games. Come on. Everyday life has some kind of violence to it. Hell, hit and runs, violence with a vehicle. Freaking if you're in the military and you believe this shit, get the fuck out of here. You are in the wrong profession. Our major goal is to fight and go and neutralize the enemy. Come on. That's what the U.S. military does. And if you believe that, and if you believe that video games shape the kids, you get slapped in the face. Come on now. So that's on video games here. So come on, seriously. Parents, learn. We're not freaking in the 90s no more where being a good parent is trendy. You need to be an effective parent. You need to freaking grow some damn balls or have your eggs come out hard as rocks. And freaking come out there and show your child who's the fucking boss. Stop letting yourself get ran the fuck over. Because if you don't guide your children, guess what? Your local drug dealer, your local rapist, your local child molester, hell, even your neighbor who you don't like can convince them to do whatever the hell they want. Children at impressionable ages. Jeez. Think about it, people. Think about it. We've hit violence, we hit parenting, we've hit violence in video games. What else is there for the parents to think about? Oh, yes, this. Blaming the school. Okay, parents, I've already said this before. I'm about to hit it one more time, though. Bad parents begot bad children. If the parents don't give a fuck about what their children doing in life, then my damn, the kids don't give a damn what they do in life. You know what my mom told me? You need to have a plan of what you want to do before you hit 18. Because the minute you turn 18, you're the fuck out my house. By golly, I was the fuck out of her house after I graduated high school. I went to college, whiff. I went to the military. I came back to her house briefly. Got myself reestablished. Then I had my own little place and I went to Job Corps. I came out of Job Corps, stayed briefly. Thought I can get something in the job market so I can get another apartment. Can't do that. Now I'm back in the military and I've been in there since. Alright? Yeah, I'm proud to be a soldier, of course. But it also taught me a fucking direction. Parents, you freaking decide your children's fate. At the age of 18, if they're not the fuck out your damn house, you better be charging them rent. Because guess what? My parents did that. My parents did that. If you're going to be living under my roof, you follow my rules. And that's what you need to put in them kids. Seriously. Put in them kids a sense of freaking, I own you if you're under my roof. Like any good landlord. If the landlord's rules goes. You may have your own set of rules so you can keep from the landlord freaking pussing down with his godly rules. But still, it boils down to this key known fact. This key known fucking fact. While they are still within the age of protection, you guide them, you teach them, you get them prepped. Because at the age of 18, they're now considered adult. And if I had kids, that'd be the optimum age. When you graduate your senior year in high school. Oh hell, if you turn 18 and you are not out of high school, either you're going to still be in under my roof, under my rules, or you're getting the fuck out and live on your own. Trust me, teenagers really start to really realize that they don't have it like that until they get out there. And not all teenagers are like that, but if they get out into the world and realize that being an adult ain't easy. Which I'm actually about to hit that too. Shit, I got plenty of time. You know what? Let's do that. Golly. This pisses me off. Kids who are grown, who think they're fucking grown. Good quote to remember. Children are better seen, not heard. And when it comes to adults, this is a bulldog conversation. Puppy dog, stay out. Those were two big lines that I heard all throughout my childhood. Grown folks' business, little kids should not be trying to hear. Hell, teenagers shouldn't be hearing grown folk business. If you are talking about sex and they have not had a sex education, hell, if you're even just talking about sex, take it to the other room so your kid doesn't hear it. They don't need to be traumatized, especially if you're not the best looking person on the planet. Come on now. If you're worried about bills, don't let your kid get wind of it. Because guess what? Then they're going to try to freaking stand there obligated because they're trying to be a good son or daughter to try to find the ways of helping you out. And usually it ends up backfiring. I know because I tried once and it backfired almost severely. And I was 11 years old. I was thinking moving into a new town, I might have been able to stay a little safe. I might be able to go to a new school. I don't have to worry about that. Wrong. I went from being in a respectable place to going into having to fight my way throughout school for about 4 or 5 years at a time. 4 or 5 years, maybe 6 years, straight out. From 5th to 11th grade, I had to fight. And even in my senior year, I had to at least watch my back. Shit. Senior year was the best year because I didn't have to worry about the bullshit. Eventually, people just got tired of it. People got bored with it. And people freaking figured that you're not going to piss me off that easily. It takes a lot to piss me off. Even now, it takes even more to piss me off. But idiots of the world don't quite understand how fucking irked I can become. But staying on point. It's basically how it is. Relate to them when you need to relate. Nurture them when you need to nurture them. But private business, especially being an adult, unless you're trying to guide them, like my parents tried it. My parents actually did. You don't mention it. You can mention your kids about how to save your money because that shit does come in handy. Tell them how not to spend every last dime because that shit comes in handy. Tell them to freaking be responsible. That shit definitely comes in handy. And teach them freaking the values of being on time to work. Yes. You fucking brats out there. Oh, I'm late for work. I can get another job. Fuck you. You know how many jobs freaking didn't give me a second look because I was late to work 3 times ever? 3 times is 3 too many. And guess what? At a job interview, which I always strive to be on time, I'm one never to be fucking late. I don't like being late. Especially when I'm doing work. You're making money. You want to make sure you're there 15 minutes early if you need to be. But then again, though, you probably don't know better. You think because you're 15, you've seen the world. I'm 27. I have yet to see the entire world. But I've seen portions of the world, and I've been through more shit than you've ever had. You're like, oh, I'm not afraid to die. Yeah, until you see your best friend get shot in front of your goddamn face. Oh, I'm not afraid to fight until you actually have to put up or shut up. That was a big one for me. Put up or shut up. If you are not ready to fight, don't be trying to throw your fucking hands up like you're the biggest man on the planet. I never did. Fights came to me. And anger freaking fueled anger. Anger begots anger. Rage begot rage. Fights begot fights. And if you're not a fighter, don't try to look for one. I never looked for one. But I caught one. I caught being bullied. I caught having to have to stand up a lot of times. I had to stand up. And mind you, I took many an ass whooping because I stood up. Even by girls who were butch. Yes, I've gotten my ass whooped by women. But then again, I was puny. I was freaking a twig. Now I'm freaking 230 pounds. I doubt many women gonna kick my ass. Now without taking some cheap shots, mind you. But shit. I'm not the biggest, baddest man on the goddamn planet. No, I ever claimed to be. I don't go looking for fights. So you shouldn't be looking for fights either. Unless you're a bully, but then your time is going to come. There's always a bigger bully out there willing to whoop your ass even further. And usually you have an anti-bully who bullies the bullies. I don't get that shit. Oh shit, 24 minutes. I'm counting. So I'll be looking for that shit. Don't think you're freaking big and bad because you're just 15 and you think you've seen the world. No, you have not. Until you have had the unfortunate opportunity to find a way to put food on the fucking table for your family with $45 to work. You have to make a week's worth of food out of $45. Until you can actually do that shit, shut the fuck up. Be a kid while you have it. Enjoy your childhood while you have it. Enjoy the projects while you have it. Because if you don't, you'll learn the hard way. Being an adult, it ain't easy being greasy. It ain't easy being greasy. And trust me, for those who had to grow up fast, I do pity you. I do, and I'm very sorry for that. If you had to grow up fast because you didn't get that opportunity. Okay. Circumstances may dictate that. But that doesn't mean that you are denied that. That just means that now you have to you will get to indulge a little bit of what an adult has to do, but you can't do it entirely. Basically, if you have to take care of your little sister because your freaking mother is a crack dealer or a drug addict, okay, that sucked. Okay, that sucked. I'm sorry for you. She should be locked up and put away with the key forever. But again, that's a whole nother rant for itself. Until then, that was a long one. I'm Raz. Need to keep focused. Remember, rant number 3 will be coming. So I want you to take care of yourself and be good. Peace.